Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh. Children, now let's discuss about Electron Transport System (ETS) and Oxidative Phosphorylation. The following steps in the respiratory process are to release and utilize the energy stored in NADH+H+ and FADH2. This is accomplished when they are oxidized through the electron transport system and the electrons are passed on the O2, resulting in the formation of H2. The metabolic pathway through which the electron passes from one carrier to another is called the Electron Transport System (ETS) and it is present in the inner mitochondrial membrane. The electrons are from NADH produced in the mitochondrial matrix during citric acid cycle are oxidized by NADH dehydrogenase complex 1 and electrons are then transferred to ubiquinone located within the inner membrane. Ubiquinone also receives reducing equivalents via FADH2 complex 2, that is generated during oxidation of succinate in the citric acid cycle. The reduced ubiquinone is then oxidized with the transfer of electrons to cytochrome C via cytochrome BCl complex. It is also called complex 3. Cytochrome C is a small protein attached to the outer surface of the inner membrane and act as a mobile carrier for transfer of electrons between complex 3 and 4. Complex 4 refers to cytochrome C's oxidized complex containing cytochromes A and A3 and 2 copper centers. When the electron passes from one carrier to another via complex 1 to 4 in the electron transport chain, they are coupled to ATP synthesize for the production of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. The number of ATP molecules synthesized depends on the nature of the electron donor. Oxidation of one molecule of NADH gives rise to 3 molecules of ATP, while that of one molecule of FADH2 produces 2 molecules of ATP. Although the aerobic process of respiration takes place only in the presence of oxygen, the role of oxygen is limited to the terminal stage of process. Yet the presence of oxygen is vital since it derives the whole process by removing hydrogen from the system. Oxygen acts as the final hydrogen acceptor, unlike photophosphorylation where it is the light energy that is utilized for the production of proton gradient required for phosphorylation. In respiration, it is the energy of oxidation reduction utilized for the same process. It is for this reason that the process is called oxidative phosphorylation. You have already studied about the mechanism of membrane-linked ATP synthesis as explained by chemiosmotic hypothesis in the earlier chapter. As mentioned earlier, the energy released during the electron transport system is utilized in synthesizing ATP with the help of ATP synthesis. This complex consists of 2 major components, F1 and Fo. The F1 head piece is a peripheral membrane protein complex and contains the site for synthesis of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. Fo is an integral membrane protein complex that forms the channel through which proton cross the inner membrane. The passage of protons through the channel is coupled to the catalytic site of the F1 component for the production of ATP. For each ATP produced, 4H+ passes through Fo from the intermembrane space to the matrix down the electrochemical proton gradient. Thank you.